morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you find yourself. My name is Kwabra Emmanuel JC, an MBA student, master's degree, level 200. I'm here to present on a topic cold chain logistics in healthcare sector. This is the main talk of the day. We have the introduction, the importance of healthcare logistics, major challenges they face, cold chain management in healthcare logistics, innovations, technology, benefit of the technology, recommendation, and conclusion. So here is an introduction video that will help us to understand this particular topic very well.
In today's environment, the safe and secure transport of highly regulated healthcare products has never been more important. That's why UPS Healthcare Cold Chain, including our clinical trials operation Markin, is investing in a stronger, more sophisticated, more customizable solution for every inch of your cold chain. We help each product get delivered on time, at the right temperature, and in the right condition. To accomplish this, we've created a visibility platform that spans storage, bulk, and small parcel shipments all across the world to provide you with unparalleled monitoring and control of your products. Making this happen takes a team of experts who are good at logistics, really good. That's how we've built a transportation infrastructure that's precise, productive, scalable, and smart. As a result, UPS Healthcare Cold Chain enables our customers with an end-to-end portfolio of temperature-controlled logistics solutions, available wherever and whenever you need them. Our global network includes millions of square feet of healthcare licensed warehouses and GMP facilities equipped to manage cold chain storage. Whether your products require 2 to 8, -20, or -80 temperatures, we can help meet your storage needs. We know that temperature deviations and excursions can impact your products. That's why we provide temperature-controlled services and packaging that help your products maintain their proper temperature profiles throughout their entire in-transit journey. And backing all this is our best-in-class quality management system and a team of over 230 quality experts who help safeguard the integrity of your products. We can produce thousands of pounds of dry ice per hour, which together with other temperature-controlled services help keep certain products like mRNA vaccines at the right temperature. In fact, throughout the global COVID-19 pandemic, our UPS Healthcare Cold Chain network delivered more than 1 billion doses of the vaccine, each at the critically important temperatures required, to over 100 countries, all with a 99.9% on-time delivery rate. We use the latest GPS track and trace technology, as well as temperature-controlled packaging with advanced phase change materials. We also offer solutions for temperature ranges with different durations using active or passive containers. UPS Healthcare Cold Chain gives you the global network, capabilities, and scale to help solve all your cold chain challenges. We can give you peace of mind all along the chain, from point of manufacturer to the lab, clinic, hospital, doctor, and
Okay, so after the introduction video, here let's delve into it very quickly. We have what healthcare logistics. This is the planning, the implementation, and control effective flow of medical product from what the manufacturer to the patient, and it gets to the clinic or the hospital before it's been administered to the patient. That's the final user or consumer. So basically that's what healthcare logistics. And we have what it processes. The processes it flows from what the manufacturer, the distributing centers, we have the clinic, and down moves to what the patients. Then we have what the primary objective. One of the primary objective is the right product, right condition, right place, right time, the right cost. All these factors are what either being minimized or maximized effectively so that it will help what the firm. The next on this slide is what the component, the system involved in this particular logistics. So we have three main structures over here. The downstream includes the trucks, the medical freezers, the deep freezers. We have the cold storage storerooms, and what the chest, in which they have installed monitoring devices that will help us give us real-time information to what the servers, and also at the end of the day it gives what important information to the managers or the person who is being assigned to retrieve those information from the servers. So we have what the importance of healthcare logistics. So one of it is what patient safety. As is being shown in the video, when medical product is being handled very well, so that errors will be eliminated from the transportation of this particular medicines from the manufacturer to the final consumer. It helps us to fast track and also heal clients who are being sick, being admitted to the hospital. Another one is the cost reduction. It's very true. Healthcare logistics help us to reduce costs in such a way that it marvels individuals. The safekeeping and the safe transportation of medical products and medical equipment in a confined and controlled temperature help us to reduce spoilage, which will not affect the operations. And also we have emergency response. The introduction of so many technologies, including drones and so many other things as well, help us to respond very quick and fast to will help us to respond very quick to patients who are being in the remote areas. And we have service quality, because the system is being built in such a way that doctors and nurses are not focused on the logistic itself, but also focus on the patients, leading to safer and good services being delivered to the patients. And we have the last one, regulatory compliance. Because of the documentation and the records keeping involved in cold chain logistics, it helps us it helps the firm to being able to comply with the regulatory bodies such as the FDA. We have the World Health Organizations too. So these are basically some of the importance of healthcare logistics. These are major challenges that are being faced by healthcare logistics. One is operation cost. I've already mentioned this particular thing. So operation cost is being pressured. Over here, the staffs, the equipment that you need to purchase before this particular logistics system will be able to run smoothly is very high and very costly. So I think this particular point is self-explanatory. The rising of the prices of fuel that is being put in generators to power the refrigeration and also other equipment that stores this particular vaccines and medical products. If there is a rise in it, it leads to operational cost pressure. And also we have high regulatory requirements. It is being seen all over the world that if you are transporting one product from one country to another, you have to provide documentation, which delays medical firms that produce medicines to other companies in different origin or different countries. And we have another one, the demand uncertainty that happens worldwide. A typical example is the COVID that happened recently. This particular disease has thrown a tantrum to the world that marvels everyone in this situation. So I think when there is a demand uncertainty, where there is uncertainty in terms of disease outbreak, it puts pressure on this particular logistic system. And we have product sensitivity. Some of these vaccines and other medical products are very sensitive to the extent that a little bit variation in the temperature and humidity can also lead to a spoilage or ineffective use of it. So on this particular slide, we have cold chain management in healthcare logistics. So it's the process of maintaining the product temperature, its humidity, so that it will be able to sustain it in terms of its safety from the manufacturer through the transportation system and to the final user, that is the patient. So why cold chain is very important here is that it helps us to penetrate to the remote areas with the help of drones and other devices. With the introduction of drone it makes it very fast and quick to penetrate to remote areas where motorcycle and other trucks cannot be able to go. Also, it helps us to prevent financial wastage through cold chain management in healthcare. It helps us to reduce unnecessary cost in terms of inventory management and also distribution. The AI in this particular sector help us to predict the demand and also make appropriate inventory towards the forecast that the AI will give us. And also it helps us to ensure patient safety. I've already mentioned this. The safety of the patient is very important and also key in healthcare logistics. This helps the patient to receive better dosage and better medical product from the hospital through the healthcare, through the cold chain system. They will be able to transport medical products that are sensitive to temperature from the manufacturer to the hospital, which at the end of the day it will be administered to the patient. And we have the cold chain processes. The cold chain processes move from it moves from the manufacturer. We have this refrigerated storage. It moves then to refrigerated transport, then hospital, then the patients. So let's go to the key components involved in this particular project. We have the infrastructure, we have the monitoring and tracking, we have the component of healthcare logistics include the infrastructure, the monitoring and tracking, the compliance and documentation, the personal training, technology and predictive analysis. So when we talk about the infrastructure, it's talking about the house, the equipment, and all the things that are needed before we can venture into cold chain management. So it includes the houses, it includes the cold room, the freezers, the refrigerators, and so many. And we have the monitoring and trackers that include all devices that uses GPS to monitor wherever the device, the medical product have gotten to. So it uses sensors that feed or that give real-time information to those people who are monitoring the medical product which is being transported from the manufacturer to the clinic or to the patients. And we have compliance and documentation. This particular one includes the regulatory bodies that regulates this particular management system. They include the FDA in Ghana, and also we have the World Health Organization, which sees over the world. That's it. They look after the health sector industry. They look after the transportation of medical products from the manufacturer to the final user. And also we have personnel training. Before you venture into this particular logistic, you have to train people. They include those who handle the product from those who handle the product starting from and those who administer it to the final user. And we have the technologies and predictive analysis. Over here we are talking about the AIs. The AI will help us to forecast and also predict the demand that will be happening in the subsequent years or in the future, which will at the end of the day help management to prepare very adequately towards its inventory. Last slide, we will talk about cold chain breach. So cold chain breach is when there is ineffective management or monitoring of the temperature of medical product from the manufacturer to the final user or the patients. When medical staff do not monitor the temperature of the transported vaccines very well, it leads to spoilage or being dangerous to the system of a human being. So let's watch this video to understand it very well.
Vaccines must be stored within a temperature range that is specific to the vaccine to stay viable and effective. This temperature range should be maintained all the way from the place of manufacture to the point of giving the vaccine. This is called a cold chain. If vaccines are exposed to temperatures outside the recommended range, it's called a cold chain breach. This can lead to the vaccine being ineffective or less effective. Breaches can be prevented by implementing a robust system for maintaining and monitoring temperatures.
So products requiring cold chain and temperature category. So we have products like the frozen vaccine, the standard vaccines. We have the blood products, the insulins. It have its respective temperature. For the frozen vaccine, it have -80 to -60 degrees Celsius, and we have standard vaccine that's 2 to 8 degrees Celsius. We have blood products, which is 1 to 6 degrees Celsius, and we have the insulin that is 2 to 8 degrees Celsius. Video showing equipment on cold chain in the healthcare sector. So cold chain packaging materials. Here are some of the cold chain packaging materials. It includes insulated shippers, ice pack or gel pack. You have the reflective thermal liners. You have the corrugative shippers boxes. We have our temperature monitoring devices. So for the insulated shippers, these are made of expanded polystyrene foams. This maintain the inner temperature of the product, which leads to safe delivery from the manufacturer to the final user. Then we have the pre-frozen packs. These are packs that are being frozen. They have been put inside the box that contain the vaccines, so that it's being transported from the manufacturer to the final consumer. Then we have reflective thermal liners. These are reflective heaters. They reflect heat from the boxes or the packaging materials, leading to safe delivery of medical products from the manufacturer to the final user, that's the patients. And we have boxes. The boxes help us to protect the medical product which is being transported from one place to the other place. And we have our final one. We have our temperature monitoring devices. These particular devices give us real-time information from the boxes to the final user. On this particular slide, we'll be talking about the innovations involved in healthcare logistics. So one of it is smart warehousing. Over here, we are talking about the robots, the automations that are being put in place in the warehousing, where it helps us to pick and sort out products faster and efficient, leading to good and avoid errors in picking and also delivering of medical products from the hospital or the storeroom to the final destination, that's the clinic or the hospital, and being administered to the patients. So we have Amazon. Amazon have been practicing this particular warehousing, the smart warehousing system. It helps them to sort out products very quickly and also precisely, which lead to errors avoidance. And we have automated guided vehicles. These are vehicles that are being placed in hospital that help us to transport a medical product from one location to another locations. In terms of operations, medical products are very important and they need to be delivered very fast and precisely to the location that is being set. And this also helps us to avoid human errors in everyday life system in the hospital. To continue with the innovations in healthcare logistics, we have the drones and also the solar portable units, automated regenerated vehicles. So the drones we have already talked about it. It helps us to deliver drugs, medical drugs from one destination to another destination, and it helps us to penetrate to the remote areas. So let's go to the solar portable units. These are solar generated powered chests or boxes that help us to keep the medical products at a safe or good conditions without any spoilage or any bad thing being happening to it. And we have automated regenerated vehicles. These are vehicles that have fridge or that have cooling system in it that help us to transport the medical product or the medical vaccines from one place to the other, helping us to transport it safely. So let's talk about the technologies-driven solutions that are being implemented in this particular or emerging technologies that are being introduced in this particular industries. One of it is Internet of Things. That's Internet of Things. Internet of Things, we are talking about all devices that are connected to the internet. This particular Internet of Things are being attached to all the medical products that give us that monitor the medical product temperature and its humidity, giving us giving the firm real-time data in terms of the condition of the medical product being transported. We have the artificial intelligence. So the artificial intelligence, that's AI. AI help us to predict about the demand of the products in the industry. It help managers to also make effective decisions in terms of the level of inventory they will take. Either they will take small or they will take more, so that they won't incur more cost in terms of the operations. So the third one is big data analysis. Because of the recording of data and the documentation of this particular transportation systems or logistic systems. It helps managers to make effective and conscious efforts, conscious decisions in terms of its decisions, so that it helps the operations at the end of the day in the large or the long run. Then we have what technology, we have the what RFIDs, that radio frequency identifications technology. It also works like what the Internet of Things. There are also radio frequency devices that are being put or attached to the medical products, so that it will be transported from the manufacturer, that's one destination, to another. It monitors the temperature of the product, and also give feedback to those people who are monitoring the product in terms of the transportation from one place to the other. So basically, that's what the use of RFID technologies. Then we have what blockchain technology. This blockchain technology helps us to trace back the product, the source of the product, leading to trust issues. So when a product is being transported, and there's what the default in the product and being administered to the patient can also trace back to the original source of the product, holding the firm accountable for their negligence in terms of transportation. So with this blockchain technology, it helps to build or improve trust issues in the logistics systems. Okay, so on this particular slide, we'll be talking about the benefit of technology-driven healthcare logistics. So one of it is what operational benefits. On this particular point, we have a fast delivery, because there is drones and other devices that are being introduced in this particular logistics. It helps us to deliver drones, to deliver medical products very fast and convenient to remote areas. And we have another is improved inventory management, because of the big data and analysis that has been done, that is being done by management. It helps us to control the level of inventory that we're supposed to take in the system, in the logistics system. And also we have reduce wastage. So with this particular one, we are talking about the inventory. It is being linked to the inventory also. So the level of inventory that we're supposed to take, it's what precisely stated during the analysis. And also one of the benefits is financial benefits. With lower logistic costs, we all know that the routine system that is being taken by AI is very efficient and prudent to be taken by all human beings. So the AI or the forecasting will give us the precise routine system that will be efficient and effective in terms of its cost. And we have to reduce losses. So as is being said, it's also being linked to the inventory level that is being taken. To help us to know the level of inventory that will be stocked, or the level of items that will be taken into the warehouse. And also we have better resource utilizations. With the analysis of data, the big data analysis that the management uses, it helps them to know the level of resources that they will put into the systems, that they will allocate the human resource to it precise place, and also the machine equipment, and also other resources to its right location to be used. And also we have patient's benefits. As already said, when this system is being placed or is being put in place very well or effectively, medical people or medical personnel or nurses focus will be on each patient and deliver effective services to them. On this particular slide, we'll be talking about the market and the trend in this healthcare logistic processes. So for the market trend, the global health cold chain logistic market size reaches 18.1 billion USD in 2014. Looking forward, MIS Regard Group expects the market to reach 23.2 billion USD by 2033, exhibiting a growth rate of 2.8% during 2025 to 2033. Then the eighth trend, we have, according to the IQVIA Institute, the biopharmaceutical market will grow to between 1.780 trillion USD by 2026, up nearly 350 billion USD from the 2021 figures of USD of 1.423 trillion USD. So on this particular slide, we'll be talking about Ghana health logistic perspective. So for Ghana, it is we have so many challenges in this particular logistic processes. One of it is poor road infrastructure. In some regions, limited facilities. We have high transportation costs and rural accessibility issues, which is very difficult. So all of these particular points are what challenges that Ghanaians face in terms of healthcare logistic processes, and we have what emerging solutions. So we can invest in more drones, digital inventory management, and mobile healthcare logistics. Government must also reform its policy to favor the health sector by investing a lot of money into it. So our recommendation, I will recommend that, as already said in the Ghana perspective of logistics, Ghana must increase investment in cold chain. In particular slide, I would like to recommend we have to increase investment in cold logistics. We have to adopt AI-based inventory systems, expand drones in this particular health sector, strengthen supply chain visibility through Internet of Things, and also implement blockchain so that we'll be able to trust people when there is a default in delivery, and also develop emergency logistic response plans. So to conclude, health logistics is a critical component of modern healthcare system. Effective logistics ensure that medicine, vaccines, medical devices, and healthcare supplies reach patients efficiently and on time. Innovations such as cold chain management, Internet of Things, RFID, robotics, and drones technology are transforming healthcare logistics by improving visibility, reduce risks, lowering costs, and enhance patients' outcomes. For countries such as Ghana, investment in technology-driven healthcare logistics will strengthen healthcare delivery, improve access to essential medicines, and build resilient healthcare system capable of responding to future public health emergencies. Thank you very much.